All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense. Off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave this for Ware. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes dumps that off to Ware. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And now it's blocked. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. from the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got Gresham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rosen will throw, dumping it off for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
On 1st down, it's Rosen letting one go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Johnson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. From the gun, it's Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll get it up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. He had 3 catches last week. That one his third on this drive alone.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rosen to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Rosen on 1st and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the run, it's Ware. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
There, not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. And they can't bring him down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Caught by Nelson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now Rosen looking to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This quarterback now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. We're back now in KC. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Leopard!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now here's Mahomes. Now Conley's got it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 1st down, it's Rosen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
To throw is Rosen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Mahomes now on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rosen to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big fella. He's at the 40. The 30. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Chiefs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.